This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news edited by Dulmin Samarasinghe, assisted by Nilusha Jayamana and read by Geethanjali Ramanayaka. The headlines. The Prime Minister says Sri Lanka hopes to further strengthen bilateral relations with Bangladesh. Sri Lanka's first Satosa mega outlet opened in Jayala. The need to modernize postal service emphasized. Transporting of burnt oil will be monitored with GPS technology. In news overseas, Poland's total number of COVID-19 cases surpassed 2 million. Sports, the second semi-final match between Sri Lanka legends and South African legends will be played tonight at Raipur in India. Local news in detail. The Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa says that Sri Lanka expects to further strengthen bilateral relations with Bangladesh. The objective is to build relations mutually benefiting both countries. Issuing a Twitter message from Dhaka, Bangladesh this morning, commencing the two-day official tour, Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa has said that discussions will be held with Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina with that aim. The Sri Lankan Prime Minister is scheduled to attend the centenary birth celebration of Benga Bandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who is considered as the father of Bangladesh, and the Golden Jubilee celebrations of Bangladesh. Prime Minister Rajapaksa is the second world leader to attend the ceremony. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa said that it is an honor for him to attend the function. The Prime Minister is scheduled to hold talks with Bangladesh Foreign Minister and the Central Bank Governor this evening. He will also attend a cultural program at the Intercontinental Hotel organized by the Bangladesh Prime Minister. When Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa reached Hasrat Shahjalal Airport in Dhaka this morning, he was warmly welcomed by the Bangladesh Prime Minister. A military guard of honor was accorded to the Prime Minister. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, who visited the memorial of those who sacrificed their lives during the independence war of Bangladesh, paid his respects to it. He also planted a sapling at the place of the memorial. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa will hold bilateral discussions with Bangladesh President Mohammad Abdul Hamid and the Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on several important issues, including agriculture, trade and investments. Several agreements are scheduled to be signed between the two countries. Sri Lanka's first mega Satosa outlet was opened in Jayala today. Minister Bandula Gunawardena attended the ceremony as the chief guest. Speaking on the occasion, the minister said that Satosa provides good at concessionary prices to consumers. The Ministry of Trade expects to open Satosa mega outlets in main cities of the country. The next mega shop will be opened in Monaragala. Minister Kelia Rambukwala has pointed out the need to modernize the postal service. The minister mentioned this while attending to open the new post office at Vadukkote, Jaffna. He commended the services rendered by the postal department during the time of the pandemic. He pointed out the postal department was able to distribute 1.7 million medicinal drug packets to clinical patients and for patients infected with non-communicable diseases. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
Transporting of burnt oil will be regulated using GPS technology. Director General Hemantha Jayasinghe has informed Minister Mahinda Amaravira that Central Environmental Authority commenced the program today. So far, 23 organizations have permits to transport burnt oil and 2 organizations store the oil. The minister has instructed to take legal action and cancel the permit if a permit recipient is discharging the oil into the environment. Police have commenced investigations into a statement made during a media briefing by the Kurunegala District Samagi Janabalawega MP Nalin Bandara. Head of the State Intelligence Major General Suresh Sali has made a complaint to the CID yesterday in this regard. That ends local news for now, and the main news story follows.
Darling, our daughter has top O-level results. Do you know what this means?
Yes, just 3 years and she'll be going abroad for her degree.
For which we'll need a bank loan.
But is a normal loan the smartest option?
What else?
The smartest way is to start an HDFC Smart Goals account.
Let your child begin their degree with no delays. Start an HDFC Smart Goals account. Call 2356 888.
Honey, you're so smart.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
On our main news story, Sandhiru Saya Stupa, which is being built at Anuradhapura Sacred City, will be unveiled in November. Depositing of treasure items will take place on Madin Full Moon Poi Day, which falls on the 28th of this month. Defence Secretary Kamal Gunratna said that public can hand over treasure items to be deposited from the 20th to the 27th of this month. The pinnacle of the stupa will be displayed at temples island-wide for 2 months for the people to pay homage. The crystal gem, which will be placed on the pinnacle by entrepreneur Arthur Senanayaka, will be handed over officially on the 28th of this month. The people have been given the opportunity to take part in the event to deposit treasure items in the rectangle. The ceremony will be held according to health recommendations. Sandhiru Saya is being built in recognition of war heroes who sacrificed their lives and disabled soldiers for their commitment and dedication to end terrorism in the country. It is being built with monetary assistance from donors and financial and labour contributions from the army. Sandhiru Saya is only second in height to Ruan Valley Saya in Anuradhapura. The complete Tripitaka has been noted on gold leaves inside the relic chamber. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
In Watchlight this evening, the Telecommunications Regulatory Commission of Sri Lanka says it has issued a directive to all operators to respond with unlimited internet packages by the 1st of next month. The Commission said it is currently in the process of assessing packages submitted by operators. It said consumers could expect to have the first round of unlimited plans by April. That came to you in Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Headlines of the world news. Poland's total number of COVID-19 cases surpassed 2 million. Myanmar security forces kill 9 as Indonesia calls for end to violence. Successful test conducted for world's most powerful rocket. World news in detail. Poland's total number of COVID-19 cases surpassed 2 million today, according to Health Ministry data, as Poland grapples with the third wave of the pandemic. The ministry data showed Poland has had 2,010,244 coronavirus cases and 48,807 deaths in total since the start of the pandemic. Poland had 25,998 new coronavirus cases today. Myanmar security forces shot dead 9 opponents of coup today as Indonesia urged an end to the violence and the restoration of democracy in an unusually blunt call from a neighbor. Military and police have used increasingly violent tactics to suppress demonstrations by supporters of the detained elected leader Aung San Suu Kyi, but that has not put off the protesters, with crowds turning out again in several towns. NASA has carried out a successful test on part of the most powerful rocket in existence, the Space Launch System. Engines on the rocket's core stage were kept running for more than 8 minutes, stimulating the time it takes the Space Launch System to go from the ground to space. It is the second such test for the biggest segment of the SLS after an attempt in January shut down early. The Space Launch System is to send humans to the lunar surface for the first time since 1972. To end this bulletin of world news, the headlines once again. Poland's total number of COVID-19 cases surpassed 2 million. Myanmar security forces kill 9 as Indonesia calls for end to violence. Successful test conducted for world's most powerful rocket. That ends world news.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development News is brought to you by Nivea along with CIB. Valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment and 20% discount for bank card holders during 16th to 30th March. Our product, our place. CIB.
20 billion rupees has been allocated this year for the development of infrastructure in courts. Justice Minister Ali Sabri said the judges of the relevant courts should also discuss with the members of the Bar Association and seek their views about the development process. The minister said that a program has been launched to digitize the entire judicial system in the country within 4 years, and that modern technology should be used to further develop the capacity of judges as well as the judiciary in the future. That was Development News.
Development News was brought to you by Nivea along with CIB. Valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment and 20% discount for bank card holders during 16th to 30th March. Our product, our place. CIB.
In sports news, it's cricket. The match between the Sri Lanka Legends and the South African Legends in the Road Safety World Series cricket tournament will be played tonight at Raipur in India. The match will begin at 7 p.m. It is the second semi-final of the series. Still on cricket, Sports Minister Namal Rajapaksa has proposed to hold a one-off T20 cricket match between the Sri Lanka cricket team and the Sri Lanka Legends team in April. The minister has proposed to hold the match after the arrival of the Sri Lankan national team, which is currently touring West Indies. This match is scheduled to be played at the R. Premadasa Stadium in Colombo, and 50% of its total capacity will be provided for the spectators. In tennis news, ATP chief Andrea Gaudenzi has told media that holding Grand Slams in costly bio-bubbles may not be sustainable for a second season, despite the financial edge the majors enjoy over other tournaments. The sport's Big Four tournaments have not been immune to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, with Wimbledon cancelled for the first time since World War II last year, and the most recent editions of the other three held in biosecure environments. That was sports news.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
A leader in plastic bottle recycling, Eco Spindles Private Limited launched its Waste to Value app at a special launch event held at the Hilton Colombo residencies. Coinciding with the Global Recycling Day, the launch of Waste to Value expects to encourage responsible plastic recycling among the public and further consolidate the recyclable waste collection efforts within the country. That was Business News.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news, courtesy of
Just move on real time, save more, LOLC real time. Paying the premium for transactions, simply save now real time. Day night, no trouble for your transactions. LOLC real time. Download LOLC Finance real time app for your LOLC savings account. Attractive interest rates, transactions anytime, anywhere with a zero cost and more benefits.
State Minister Ajit Niwad Cabral and the members of the Indian CEOs Forum of Sri Lanka held a cordial discussion at the Finance Ministry recently. 60 CEOs with the Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry said they have started a new program called Shine Lanka Path to Investment Sri Lanka. They said they are also developing a special brochure and presentation kit under the theme of Shine Lanka, a copy of which was presented to the State Minister Cabral by the CEO Forum Chairman Umesh Gautam. That was Economic News.
Hello, Puta, did you land already?
No, Amma. We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
Oh, really? How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy. She might be feeling very uncomfortable. The airport must be heavily crowded because it's a season.
Amma, calm down. Everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge. There's nothing to worry.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
In the weather report, the Met Department says showers or thunder showers will occur at several places over most parts of the island during the evening or night. Heavy falls above 100 millimeters can be expected at some places in the Sabragamua and central provinces and in the Galle and Matra districts. Misty conditions can be expected at some places in the central, Sabragamua and in the western provinces during the morning. That was the weather report, and before we end this news broadcast, a reminder of the headlines. The Prime Minister says Sri Lanka hopes to further strengthen bilateral relations with Bangladesh. Sri Lanka's first Satosa mega outlet opened in Jaila. The need to modernize postal service emphasized. Transporting of burnt oil will be monitored with GPS technology. News overseas, Poland's total number of COVID-19 cases surpassed 2 million. Sports, the second semi-final match between Sri Lanka Legends and South African Legends will be played tonight at Raipur in India. That ends this news broadcast. And with the time reading 6:35, let me hand you over back to Chandima to keep you entertained this Friday evening. Over to you, Chandima.